Dr Michelle Haywood. I'm the member for Russian. I'm a political member of Treasury with responsibility for social security.
So what we're talking about is a new facility, essentially. Just explain it to us in layman's terms.
Okay, so it's a way that service users and staff can actually send documents and messages between each other in a secure way, so electronically. So I think perhaps in the past, service users would have been used to having to send in birth certificates or having to send in documents of some sort, and it's always a bit stressful sending them through the post. But now you can send them secure electronically, and you know that they'll get there, you know that nothing's going to get lost on the way, and you can equally have documents and messages sent back to you in a secure way as well.
And the key word there is secure. How is that going to be guaranteed?
It's all embedded in the system that's been built, so that that's part of the reason we've taken time to transform the way we deliver social security. So it's in there. They have to sign up to the system and they will need their national insurance number to do that. But obviously we cross-check that with the data that we already hold to make sure that we're talking to the right person.
And what sort of demand has there been for this?
It's always difficult as people have got less used to popping stuff in the post, and it's harder to get to a post office, and people are more concerned about losing valuable documents. If you lose your passport now, it's a significant sum of money to replace it and things. People have always been kind of cautious about that, and so I think this is just a nice step into the modern era, really, of allowing people to send stuff electronically. You can take a photograph of a document and you could send that in.
There are some people, though, Dr Haywood, who feel quite nervous about this advancement of technology, and actually some people who aren't online at all. What happens to them?
The old methods still exist, so you can still take your documents down there, or you can still send them in by post if you want to. That still happens. None of that's going. All that happens here is that there's a sort of a quicker route to doing it, and for some people that will absolutely suit them, and for those that it doesn't, the existing routes are still there and they can still use them.
And there's a guarantee that they are going to stay in place for the foreseeable future?
Yes, absolutely. We're not about making things difficult for people, we're about trying to make it easier.
And in terms of people signing up to this then, who is eligible and how do they do it?
Any of the service users can go on and do it. So you can enrol to the Social Security online service. Currently, incapacity benefit and claim extensions are handled that way. Permitted work is handled that way, and you can change your payment details. And now this new messaging part of the system has been released as well. So any of the service users that use those services can go on and use that.
And there is an indication that other services are going to follow a similar pattern in the future. Have we got any indications to which services those might be?
Yeah, income support and income support for pensioners, and then the ability to tell us about change of circumstances. We'll be working towards employment persons allowance as well, EPA, and job seekers allowance. So they will all be gradually moving into the digital format as we get through the programme.
From government's point of view, what are the benefits?
It's streamlining the service that we provide as well. We deal with a high level of applications, inquiries, and so this will allow us to be a bit smarter about those, to get things through faster and to be able to see people's documents quicker. We're kind of obviously trying to enhance the process. We're trying to make it so that you can actually turn around and we've got our really, really well-trained staff are actually there to deal with the more complex things of advising people about what they are entitled to. And so rather than wasting time photocopying documents if they come in electronically, that's already on the system. And so it's just little bits like that, but it is just about making the service better and more responsive.
And I guess a little bit more environmentally friendly as well.
Well, yeah, there'll be less paper floating around gradually as well. So it is about finding those efficiencies and bringing everything sort of up to date, and I think where you'd expect it to be operating. The two-way messaging stuff is live now, and the next bit that we're working on will be income support, but that will be a short while away yet. We just need to make sure that once we launch it, that it's right and it's working before we throw it out into the wider world. Get online, you'll need a national insurance number when you sit down to register, but that's all it is. Sit down, fill out your details.